Hello everyone, it's Nancy Bastine. And what I'm doing today is melting some perler beads. Yeah, I have all these and more. And a bucket full. This is full also. Yeah, I'm a hoarder. I'm really a hoarder. And I just blew all my things off, my tile. But I'm a hoarder, see? I'm a hoarder. It's full. Full. I don't know why I'm going to need all these, ever. I think I bought them to do a giveaway with. Yeah. I bought the striped ones at Christmas time for candy. They look like little pieces of candy. So I have a ton of them. See? Just a ton. Not just a few, but a ton. Each one of these hold 1,000. Each one of these packages. Why I thought I needed so freaking many, I don't know. But I got enough for 20 lifetimes. My kids are going to think, when I die, they're going to look at my stuff and they're going to go, what the hell did my mother want all that crap for? Why does she think she needed all that stuff for? Oh, well, that's my mother. You know, I don't know. But I thought I'd never see him again, I guess. I learned that behavior when I lived in Germany, because if you didn't get it and buy it in quantities when it was on the shelves, either in the commissary or the PX, you didn't ever see it again. And so I kind of learned my hoarding behavior in Germany. So what I'm doing is I'm setting them up like straight up and down. So when they melt, they'll look like this. They'll be flat. Well, those are glow-in-the-dark ones. But they'll be flat like that. And these are what the striped ones look like when they come out. They look like candy. Little pieces of peppermint candy. There's a red one. Nope. I think I'm getting one and I get something else. There's a green one. See how cute they are? But anyway, I melt them in my little craft oven, which is warming up. I don't know if I can show you or not. Probably not. I'm showing you everything but. Here, let me see if I can pull it closer. See if I can show you that now. Nope, you're getting my ceiling now. Am I making you all sick? Well, anyway. There it is, right there. Right there. And I'm warming it up. I'm heating it up. And now we're back on the table. I need to move it back a little bit so I don't hit it with my chair and burn myself. I'm heating it up to 300, and it takes about 20 minutes to melt these. So while it's heating up for 20 minutes, I just line up my little tile here, which is for my clay. And I bought a bag of glow-in-the-dark. I don't know why. Just did. Just thought it would be cute to put them in the middle of a flower and they'd glow in the dark, I guess. I don't know. But I thought I'd come on here and do some of these, and I'll probably send some out. And I was going to send some to you, Stacy, but I forgot to put them in the package. I was going to send you a bag full of them. But I think you have some already that aren't melted. But this is how you melt them. If you want to put them on a cookie sheet that you won't want to use for cooking anymore, an old baking sheet, maybe you can get one at the thrift store or something. And you can do it in your regular oven, and you can really fill them up on that. Fill the whole sheet full and get a lot on there. But I just do them on here because I bought this little oven because my mother-in-law, I knew she would not let me use her oven up in her kitchen. Besides, if anything put off any, which these don't put off any toxic fumes at all, but if my clay or anything did that, then she would have a problem with that because of her oxygen. So I just never bothered with even asking her if I could use her oven. I just went and bought one of these craft ovens, and I'm really glad I did, because now I don't have to go upstairs and use my oven. I had when I used it when I made the fairy house, because the fairy house wouldn't fit in this little craft oven. Just was too big. And so was my door. Well, no, my door went in there. It laid down. It did go in there, but it did warp when I cooked it. But now I have watched the Palmer Clay TV, and I could have set one of these or a couple of these tiles on top of it, and it wouldn't have hurt it at all. And it would have flattened it right out. But it's fine. I love my fairy door, and it's so pretty outside. All the flowers now have grown up around it, and it just is beautiful out there. So I don't have any rhyme or reason. I'm just picking out this bucket. I bought this bucket, and this bucket had 6,000 of these things in it, but they weren't striped. And so I've added to the 6,000. And they were just plain. They were just plain ones. I could not find any striped ones when I wanted. Gina Aherns did this on her channel, and that's where I got the idea. And it's all her fault that I went and bought all these striped ones. It is. It's all her fault. I need to have a Etsy store, a yard sale or something, and sell them. Sell them at a yard sale. I'm sure some little kids would want them to make the... I even bought the ones, the striped ones, before they had them in single packages. They had them in the packages that had the molds on them. And I even bought some of those. And I even have the molds. Yeah. Like I said, I'm a hoarder. I can't help it. So sorry. I was like that with scrapbooking paper too. I have so much scrapbooking paper because I had to have everything I saw people have. And I'm still kind of that way, but with stamps and stuff, I just see one, I have to have it. And, Social Security has taken away a bunch of my husband's money, so now we're really being strapped for money, and I've got to figure out different ways to... I mean, I'm the budgeter around the house, and I always budgeted myself quite a bit of money for crafts, but there isn't even any budget for that anymore. So I have to use what I have and be creative with what I've got. And I've got plenty. So I don't need to go running out and buy the latest thing. I've got to learn to be poor. Be poor again. Now, if I divorced my husband, he would be, if I divorced him and just lived together, he would get his money back. What happened was I started drawing my Social Security and it put us over the poverty limit. Yeah. So they took away his Part D Medicare for his medicine, extra help on his medicine, and they took away his, and they're taking out $100 and some odd for his hospital that the state was paying because we were poor. But now, because I drew my Social Security and I can't withdraw it, they won't let you take it back. They know this. They know this route, and so they won't. You can't take it. Have them take it back. Our insurance guy tried to tell us, said to call them and ask them, and they said no. You can have it taken back when you're 75, but you can't do it now when you're 65. So we just have to stay in poverty. Or I could divorce him and reject my Social Security and draw my ex-husband's Social Security because I was married to him for so long that I can do that. And that would give us extra money. But, you know, in the eyes of the Lord, I don't know. He's very religious, and he, you know, he just doesn't want to be not married and live together. He just doesn't think that's right. So anyway, off of that subject. Now, I'm going to go away and I'll come back because my oven's just about ready, but it takes 20 minutes to melt these. So I will be back when they're melted, and I'll show you what they look like when they come out of the oven. And I can't leave it. I have to watch it. So I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, guys, they're ready to come out of the oven, and they're very hot. So, let me get them out. This tile gets really hot. I wanted to show you. See, they're all melted. Now, I can't move them because they're still haven't hardened up yet, and they're real, see, they're real flimsy. I'll show you. I'll zoom in. But they're real flimsy, so you have to wait till they see they're real, and they'll stick together. So you have to be patient and just wait till it cools down a little bit, but that's what they look like when they're all melted. See, they look like little candies. These ones do. But I'm going to distort it by taking it off of there, and because they're really hot. It's really hot. See, the little candy is burning my hand. And so I have to wait till they cool, and then I scrape them off of here. They stick to this, and then I put them in my jar. So, yeah, that's how I wanted to show you about the perler. Now these are perler beads. These are not those other kind. I don't know what those other kind are called, but those other kind can catch on fire, and they also have a fume that comes off of them. So these are better to use if you can get your hands on some perler beads. If not, email me, because I have a jillion of them. I would probably, not now, but when I get my finances, I could mail you some, but I can't even buy dog food today, so I can't mail out anything. I'm so sorry. So I can't even offer them, and I just wanted to show you. But I bought these at Joann's. That's where I got these, and I think they now have the bags of the striped ones for, they have them in orange and black for Halloween, and you can buy individual bags now, and you don't have to buy these sets where you make stuff. You can buy the individual molds now. You used to be able, couldn't do that. You'd have to buy a certain one to get your beads, and then you iron them with the iron. It shows you on the back that you put them on there and then you iron them with the iron. But yeah, I like them. They come out really cool, and they don't give off any fumes. They don't catch on fire. In fact, a few of them spilled in my oven, and they didn't even melt in the bottom of my oven. I gotta get my trusty old hemostats in there and pull them out. Yeah. I bought these hemostats, and I didn't realize I was getting the huge long ones. They come in a set of 2. I have a curved one and a straight one that are 20 inches long. I don't know how long they are, but they're awful long. I didn't want them to be that long. And Stacy, the black hairs that you're finding on your craft mat, they're coming from your brushes. I'm pretty sure that's where they're coming from. So, yeah. Alright, thanks guys. Talk to you in a little while. Bye-bye. Hi guys, I just wanted to come back and show you what I've been doing with the perler beads that I've been making these little flowers. See? Aren't they cute? I've been making them out of cans. Now, these, my Pelier water, I don't know, maybe a year ago or so, had a promotion, and they came out with these pretty cans, and I'm so sorry I didn't save more of these back then, but now they're in these green cans. So I thought I'd cut out one of these green cans and punch out some flowers and show you what I've been doing. So I have this punch. It's by EK Success, just a 5-petal flower. And I'm just going to go see where this might be pretty with the bubbles. I've just been punching out flowers like that. And sometimes it wants to get stuck in my punch. I have to coax it out. Making a lot of noise. Okay, well, I'll work on that later. And then what I do is I take my little skewer and I take it and I set it in the middle of the petal, and I just bend that petal around it, just one side, all the way around. like that. It just kind of gives it a little interest to the flower. And then I find one of these beads that I melted. And oh, this is one thing I found out when I had it on the tile. I had some melting in there, and I thought, well, I'll just open the door and pull them out and let them cool off. Well, I did that, and they stuck to the tile so hard that I could barely get them off. But if that happens, just stick them back in the oven and let them heat up a little bit, and then they'll come off of the tile. I just kept messing with it, and so I think that hot pink one will look really cool in there. So I have my heat gun, my glue gun, and I'm just going to put a little drop, and I don't think it heated up enough. Because it was on 1. We'll see if that'll work. And of course you always get more than you want. Or I do. And then I just take my hemostats and pick up my little bead. Put it in there. And my heat gun wasn't heated up enough, and it dried the glue up too much. So we're going to try this again. And I've just not had very good luck today with my beads sticking. My glue wants to go everywhere, and yada yada. Maybe it's time to give up and go clean my house. So let's see if I can get one more little drop. I don't want a bunch. Probably isn't hot enough yet still. I need that Gorilla Glue where I have more work time. Like it says on the thing. Because that hardened up too hard. See? I didn't have enough work time. Ugh. Why is it every time I come on the camera, something happens? It always does. Always. I'm going to give up. Because that's going to be dry again. And it's probably not going to hold. But anyway, there you go. There's the beads. I thought that would be cute to show you guys how I was making them out of cans, and you can manipulate them however you want. I might not use hot glue and just use E6000 or Alene 7800. But that's a mess too when you pull it out, push it out. Yeah, I need to go get those little applicators that Gorilla Glue has, you know, that just drops the drop in. Alright guys, that's all I wanted to show you, was just that. So There they are. There's all the cute little ones I've done. Okay, bye-bye.